So you may be wondering why the sky is blue during the day, like during the day like that. Why the sky blue? Why not yellow? Why not blue or orange? Something like that, or any color. Why blue? So let's understand how light is being reflected and absorbed. So we know that the sun is actually a white light. It's not yellow as we see it, or as we see some picture or stuff like that. The sun is actually white. So and then we know that white light contain all the color. It contain all the color, like all the seven color, like stuff like the rainbow color. It contain everything, like the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So the sun contain all the color. So take a look at this charger. It's white. The reason why it is white is because it reflects all the color. It does not absorb anyone. It reflects everything, all the color. So take a look at this my shirt. It's yellow. The reason why it is yellow, that we can see it as yellow, is because it absorbs all the color. It absorbs the red, orange, green, blue, indigo, and violet, but it reflects only yellow. That's why we can see it as yellow. So let's go back to the question: why is the sky blue? So we know that the earth has an atmosphere. The earth contains atmosphere. Inside the atmosphere, as we have studied maybe your chemistry or physics like that, all the particles in the atmosphere, we have nitrogen, which is 71%. We have oxygen, which is like 28%. Then some other particles like dust, water molecule, dust, like stuff like that, they contain the remaining parts. So this is what happens when the white light from the sun, when the white light from the sun, let's imagine, okay, let's imagine this is Earth and this is the sun, and this is the sun, stuff like that. So when the light from the sun is entering into the Earth atmosphere or come to the Earth, it has to pass through the atmosphere, it has to pass through the atmosphere to get to us. So it is the white light. So by passing through the atmosphere, the particles in the atmosphere, like all the gases, stuff like that in the atmosphere, they are going to scatter the light. They're going to reflect some light. The process is called scattering. It's called scattering. Scattering. That is, every color has their wave, has the wavelength. So we know the colors has their wavelength. So we know that blue has a short wavelength. It's very short. It's not the shortest. The shortest I think is like purple or violet like that, yeah. But blue is next to it. Blue has very short wavelength. So what happens is that all the other colors like red, yellow, orange, stuff like that, they have a longer wavelength. So by that means they pass through the particles. While the particles, they tend to reflect a color that have a very small or a short wavelength. So we know that blue wavelength is very short. So what happens is that the particles scatter more of the blue color. They scatter more of it. So by scattering more of it, that is what makes the sky look blue. And the process is called scattering. It's called scattering. That is, they scatter more of the blue light. So and then by scattering more of the blue light, we see the sky as blue. So you may be wondering if by scattering the shorter wavelength, that means the sky blue. Blue is not the shortest. I think the shortest is like purple or indigo or violet, something like that. Yeah. So the reason is that the shortest color that has the shortest wavelength, the particle in the atmosphere scatter more of the light that it does not have anyone left for us to see, and the sun does not produce more of it. So there's more of the blue color. That's what made the earth, the sky, to appear blue. It means the sky to appear blue. So you may be wondering, if the sky is blue, then why during sunset or sunrise it's kind of like yellow or orange? So what happens is that, imagine this is the earth and this is the sun. So imagine you are standing here. No, let's imagine this airport is the earth and this is the sun. So I want to explain why the sun is at sunset and sunrise is kind of like yellow or orange looking. So if this is the sun and the sun is here like this and the sun is here, so when the white light hit the earth, it pass through the atmosphere, it scatter the blue light. The particle in the atmosphere scatter the blue light that we can see. So but what happens is that as the sun is moving to sunset, you can see it kind of gets longer. If you are here, it's more longer than when it is here, so you kind of get longer. So by that movement, the wavelength is kind of expanding, getting longer. So and then the blue light has to pass through more atmosphere to get to you than when it is here. When it is here like this, it has to pass only from here to here. But when it is here, it has to pass through from here, all the atmosphere here, to get to you here. So by doing that, the particle in the atmosphere will scatter more of the blue light, that there will not be anyone left again for you to see. So thereby allowing the orange and yellow light that have a longer wavelength to pass through directly to your eyes. Are you getting me? So when the blue light has to pass through more atmosphere when it is here than when it is around this place, like this, it's getting longer. So the particle, and there's more atmosphere for the light to pass through. So the particle in the atmosphere will scatter more of the light, that there will not be anyone left again. So it will allow more of the yellow or orange light to pass through the atmosphere, pass through the particle, and hit your eyes directly. So they get to your eyes directly. That's where you see the orange and the yellowish at sunset and sunrise, because of the longer distance. So I hope this is helpful. It is very easy to understand and somehow complicated. So what do we learn? Why the sky is blue? The sun is a white light, white, white color, and the white light contain all the other colors, and we know that, like this my shirt that is yellow, it absorbs all the other color, red, orange, green, it absorbs them and reflects only yellow. That's why you can see it as yellow, and I also can see it as yellow. So the earth contain all the color, blue, all those color, and then the particle in our atmosphere tend to scatter the color with shorter wavelength. So the blue have a short wavelength, and the particle in the atmosphere, like the gases, the dust, all the kind of thing, they scatter the light, they scatter the blue light, the blue wavelength. That's why we are seeing the sky as blue. Then at sunset, they have to pass through more atmosphere, that is more scattering. So when there's more scattering, that there will not be anyone left again. That's why you can see the blue at sunset and sunrise. We only see like yellow or orange. And that's why you can see the sky as purple like that. So hope it is helpful, and subscribe.